Well, Andy, it's official. May 10th, the cum factory closes.
Oh, man. What? Holy hell.
You didn't hear?
You didn't see on Twitter?
No.
The big news.
You're not following.
Are you getting snipped?
Yeah. I didn't see it on Twitter yet. You're the first person I've told the date.
Wow, the exclusive.
Outside of the doctor and I know.
Wow.
The doctor just touched me. Yeah,
He
like it
said you're
sounds
right
too.
for the picking.
He said these ones are just
He's like,
ripe enough.
These grapes are worth picking.
These things are powerful.
I don't like calling them things. I don't like the cum
He's
factory.
like, these are bulbous. Time to let them go.
These
Time to
hangers are
castrate
red.
this sheep. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying out there, ladies
May
and gentlemen.
10th.
May
Okay.
10th. Yeah, not much time left. You know.
Wow.
I'm gonna start saving it just in case.
Is it a...
Put it in envelopes. Put it in the freezer.
Wait.
Manila envelopes with the bubble.
So you're
wrap.
gonna put the envelope in the freezer, or these are two
I'm
separate
putting it
batches?
into the envelope into the freezer.
Okay. I thought you were
wanna
gonna
just
mail
put it
some
into
out
the freezer
and then
loose. That's disgusting.
Well, you got the ice trays.
Good point.
Oh my God.
That's a good point. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
I tip my hat to you,
Now,
sir.
how angry are you that I didn't wait for you?
No, I'm glad you did. It's
Yeah.
I for whatever reason I'm gun shy about this. So
Yeah?
you doing it, I think, is going to help me do it.
Okay.
I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
Do you need him to like be there with you, hold your hand, kind of like? It's
I still
all
think
good.
we should do each other's personally. But I'm getting more than one snip.
What
There's
is
like three.
Oh, there's three.
They're like
snips?
one on each ball, and then they're going in the up.
I'm
up
uncomfortable
the taint
with
as
this.
well. Tim, here's what I
Yeah.
need you to do. All right.
What do you need me to do, Greg?
Check your Puritan San Francisco
Yeah.
beliefs at the door, all right?
Yeah.
We're talking about my unit right now, all right? Kevin, throw up a description.
I haven't heard anybody describe it as a unit since Beavis and Butthead Do America. You want to say my
What about
unit?
Big Johnson? You know what I mean? Remember that? You remember that stuff?
Little hog.
Yeah.
So okay, because I saw Sean Boland tweet about it one time,
Okay.
saying,
Thank God
hey,
he's not reproducing.
just get snipped. It's easy.
Yeah.
It takes about fucking 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's such a fast. I can't envision that being a fast procedure.
Oh, it's super simple according to this guy. And what I had heard before, it's more complicated than I thought it was going
Do
to
they
be.
put you under?
You can or you can't. I'm going under. I have a very sensitive right testicle.
Okay.
And so he gave me the examination today.
Sir, I will orgasm.
And he gave me the examination today. And he was like,
Sir,
this is like
Sir, do you
akin to
wear
the
one of
pressure
those
you'll get.
shields that dentists wear when they're working on you? Do you wear one of those? It's like a sneeze shield on a salad bar.
Oh my God.
Tim,
They're just
you're not.
visuals.
It's Monday, not Sunday. You're not in church. Come and have
Yeah,
a brew
yeah,
with your friends
yeah.
and
Look,
hang out.
Make the bald man
I'm
sneeze.
down for the cum talk. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm
yeah.
even down for a nice unit every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's just something about the surgical nature.
Getting within
Snipping
there.
things, the inside.
said unit.
I like veins have always weirded me out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Thinking about a shot too much really bothers me.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So the idea of cutting anything down there
Yeah.
just really
That's
doesn't.
why, again, I'm opting for the
tickle
complete
my purple.
knockout gas here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put me under. Because even today, he's like, this is like how the pressure would be or whatever. And I was like, well, I do have that sensitive right testicle. And I saw like, I'll defer to you. He's like, well, how was that? I was like, I was kind of white knuckling it there. He's like, oh, really? Then yeah, you should. I was like, okay. He's like, it'll be better for both of us. It'll be better for both of us.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, hold on.
Andy, here's what I want you to do. Touch my left testicle as much as you want. I won't flinch at all. You touch that right one, you can get some of this. You know what I mean?
Is it a pain?
It's just sensitive. Like, so it's not like it didn't. Okay, so I see what you're saying. No, I don't feel sensitive pleasure from it. You know what I mean? But like when you have to do the examinations of a testicle, I don't like that. I get a lot of this. You know what I mean?
Oh,
A lot of
okay,
that
okay.
kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Kind of is, yeah, okay, a little squeamish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but there's an actual. Yeah, okay, sure.
But the left is okay?
Huh?
You don't scream from the left.
No. Again, it's overly sensitive.
Yeah.
I've had 2 ultrasounds on it. Thank you very much.
Have you ever had like a massage where they hit you in a spot in your back? You're like, I don't like the way that feels.
That's every massage, honestly.
Really?
I don't like massages. Whenever Jen and I get a couples massage, and she loves massages,
You're like Tim. Tim doesn't like it.
I'll be like, cool, focus on my hands and feet.
I got the
and
one
I
at the
get
mall.
no extra attention on my hands or feet. So the next time we go in there and anyone tries to fucking touch me, I'm gonna be like, listen, here's where your okay signs are. Just my hands and my fucking feet.
Yeah.
You gotta
If I
mark
feel
the
you
rest
on my
of it
back
off.
doing nothing, we're gonna have a fucking issue.
You got to do
nothing.
it like it's a surgery where you just like write hands, feet only.
Sure, yeah. Or I just do the thing where I dunk my hands and my feet in green paint.
Yes.
You paint me red everywhere else.
Everywhere else is a no-no. It's a no-no. I'm proud of you. I think this is awesome. I can't wait for you to go through this and then convince me to do it. For whatever reason, I don't know why I don't want to do it. I think it's because you've already like used the function, and maybe I've never used the function.
Oh, sure.
You know what it's kind of like?
Yeah.
You get a new TV, Andy, and they give you like the mounts, and you're like, I'm never going to
Yeah.
use those.
You can't
mounts.
throw 'em
But
away,
You
though.
don't throw them away
Yeah.
because you might need to
You
use
never
them
know.
one day. And I don't want kids, and I never plan on getting divorced. I love my wife. I never want to have children. And yet still there's a part of me that's like, I can't throw these fucking mounts out. They're
Yeah.
still in the box in my basement.
I got to assume it's you kind of feeling like apocalyptic with it, where at the end of the world, it's like, Nick, you're our only hope.
I got to
He's like,
repopulate the
I
Earth.
got snipped.
Let's
And they're like,
really
fuck,
hope
it's
that's not
over.
the case.
I just want to see how it changes, Greg. Because you know when you neuter a dog and it becomes more docile?
Yeah.
You know, where it's
good-
like, oh my God, this dog's
I-
fucking nuts. And you get it back after the thing and it's got the cone on it.
See,
It's
what
like,
I
I
like,
like
what I like about
exploring
it.
this.
I've been thinking about it too, because my big thing is then I can just come anywhere. And you guys will be like, well, is it semen or hand sanitizer, right? And be like, it doesn't, it's not live. You know what I mean?
it's benign.
Do you think it moves otherwise? It's not
Benign.
There's no swimmers. There's no swimmers, so it could be anything.
Hold it in your hand, it won't move.
This lizard's dead.
Kind of like I'm Hollow Man. I can do whatever I want.
Exactly like Hollow Man. Exactly like Hollow Man.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
I really don't want to know.
Everybody strap in for a recap of the movie Hollow Man, starring Kevin Bacon. All
Man, he got a
right.
big PB.
Elizabeth Shue was in it as well. Remember her, Adventures in
Yeah,
Babysitter?
she's great.
They had broken
Cobra
up.
Kai?
They had already broken up, all right? But Kevin Bacon was kind of like mad scientist, man. You know what I mean? And what he was working on was making people invisible, anything invisible. And they
Okay.
started with an ape that they made invisible, right?
Couldn't find him.
And it was this cool effect.
Lost the ape. That's the sequel.
It was this cool
Hollow
effect,
ape.
man. It was this cool effect with the ape, and then it was his heart, and then it was nothing. But then he had like a cardiac arrest and died or whatever. It was, it was one of those this thing isn't ready for prime time, like back to formula kind of shit.
Yeah.
And so eventually, I forget what they did, but Kevin Bacon's like, fine, we're gonna try it on me or whatever, and he did it, and it was successful. Except then he was just invisible. And so he had to like wrap himself up like Invisible Man or whatever. But then he kind of became a villain about it, and then he kind of became a super villain about it. But like, he got real creepy about
He
it.
got real creepy.
Real creepy.
Yeah,
You know,
real
he went to this attractive woman's apartment next door. Creepy. And then like he
Real
was like,
bad. Yeah.
10-year-old
So
Andy
wait,
was
how
like,
does
boobs.
this? I don't remember
Yeah.
how we got
30-year-old
here from
Andy's like
this.
creepy.
I'd be like Hollow Man.
Because at one point, Hollow Man just can.
No. It was just that I couldn't be caught.
Right. Okay.
I wasn't making any. no.
Yeah. Okay.
This is just a loose semen joke. This is just-
Everybody, I'm not talking about being as bad as. Oh, Josh Brolin was Hollow Man. I don't
Oh,
remember that.
wow.
Great.
Holy shit! Look at that, everybody.
Look at
Oh,
this.
Are they seeing this?
Okay, I get it now.
Look at this.
I mean, honestly, if
CG.
you want to say something and see something, you watch some Hollow Man tonight. All right.
Oh,
that guy was
he
on
was in
Boston
Bones.
Public. Remember that?
Man, this looks like
Oh,
the
Boston Public, that's
fakest fucking science.
Look at this goo.
This is when we had.
Oh,
this
it's
is
a
like people had their
person.
computers for the first time.
It's a
I think
gorilla.
that was the gorilla scene. That was when they had the gorilla.
They got a grill.
I'm
I
shocked
could
you
check
haven't seen Hollow Man.
I saw the new Hollow Man. I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh yeah,
Directed
yeah.
by
Kathy Wong.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Adam from Saw. Is his name Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
we're
guy
not
on the
talking about
bathroom
the one with Elizabeth.
Yeah, we are.
that
Handmaid's
was-
Tale woman.
Yeah, but that wasn't Hollow Man. That was
No,
a different-
no.
That was
Sorry,
Invisible
you're right.
Man.
That was Invisible Man.
Yeah. That
I think
movie
Hollow
was
Man couldn't
fucked
get
up.
the. They
You're
couldn't
right.
get the.
Yeah.
They couldn't get the rights
You
to
have
Invisible
to
Man.
This movie kicked ass.
This movie was supposed to be really good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Hollow Man is
Yeah,
very
way went
cheesy, but it's got Kevin Bacon in it, so you gotta appreciate it.
Kevin Bacon was great.
He's still great.
True.
I do want to go back to just exploring. Like, I would love to just get a before and after of if we start noticing differences in Greg's behavior.
See, I don't, because all this is right. This what we're doing right now, boys.
Mhm.
It's the placebo effect. We are now giving Greg the right to do whatever he wants, more or less of.
You're so right.
I'd be like, well, it was
You
because of that.
I mean, Kevin, you start laying it out. Kevin is the only scientist among us. All right.
Yeah.
So this can be it now. You start giving me tests. Can I jump over this chair with semen in me? Let's find out.
Let's find out. I do want to notice. I do want to mention that when
What?
Greg was
No.
mentioning,
No.
Please don't.
when
do
Tim
this.
was talking about that,
don't
Nick
do this.
fist pounded him.
It got scary.
Yeah, I was like, you're going right to that LED wall.
Sitting in the chair, I'm like, no problem. Looking at the chair, I'm like, it's go badly.
Yeah.
It's go badly.
I can get you another chair if you'd like.
No, it's. Well, we already know I can't. So now when we find out if I'm a few, I don't know, ounces lighter, you know what I mean?
See, I think that it's going to mellow you out.
But I'm making less.
Yeah.
And I'm already making basically nothing. So I
It's
mean,
fucking crazy how this conversation keeps just going from like totally okay and to just like, oh my God, like one word in a sentence will just take it
making
off.
less.
Yeah, making less is like,
What's
come on, man.
no.
Take off your collar, priest. All right.
our Father who art in
The
heaven?
testes still make sperm, but the sperm die and are absorbed by the body. A
So I'm
man
heavier.
who has had a vasectomy still makes semen and is able to ejaculate, but the semen doesn't contain sperm. The testosterone level and all the other male traits stay the same.
Well,
okay.
the
don't buy
absorption
it.
is interesting because I've always thought
Absorption.
about like maybe I'm so cool and strong because I absorbed a twin. You know what I mean? But now I get to think of it this way. Like, of course, Ben escaped, but now no one will ever escape me again. Soon every cell will be half a child.
Yes. You're
Can
like
you
Jet Li's the
imagine?
one.
I've been wasting them. I've been wasting their life essences
You have,
for
man.
years.
Absorb 'em.
But now they'll be inside me. You know what I mean? I'll be like Jubilee. What?
Exactly. Dancing on the dance
She
floor.
shoots out fireworks, but it's not fireworks.
But they're
Just
blanks.
white splats.
See,
Splat,
in
splat.
my head it was the Jubilee because it wasn't a cum thing because they're inside me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean?
You mentioning this whole like, you killed off a thing that was growing inside
Twin?
you, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you see this story about this young baby, like 4 years old or something, that was growing a child in their head, like almost like a twin? What do they call it?
Yeah,
Like a
Conjoined twin.
But it was like growing in their skull. Maybe it was a fake article.
Well, I mean, that can happen. Like, you could suddenly, like, a tumor can have, like, teeth in it because at one point you absorbed a twin, and,
Holy shit.
like, now the cancerous growth is kind of, like, growing that
Incredible.
stuff. Yeah.
I saw one
Incredible.
TikTok. I didn't like actually look at it much, but it was like an X-ray of some woman that had a calcified baby inside her.
God dang.
Now, real quick, just to get back to the scientific stuff that we can actually talk about that's based on science. Cody Hagler says, so how many times do you have to sling ropes before you're in the clear? They said 20 to 25. And then I should, like, in 2
Easy.
months.
That's like a
get you-
weekend.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You put on Justice League Unlimited up 50.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's that slow walk. It does it for him every single time.
Oh my God. Like,
All right, Puritan Tim. I agree. That one might have crossed the line. Well, I was like, I went in. I'm like, what cartoon can I pull? I'm like, I already made a real Ghostbusters joke recently on social media. So.
Fetus of twin is surgically removed from the skull of 1-year-old sister in China after she went to doctor with an enlarged head and cognitive problems. There was just there was a baby growing in her skull next to the brain somewhere. That's crazy.
Wild.
And it looks it looked like maybe that was like a fake image. I think that was like a fake image.
Fair enough.
I'm about
Fair
to be
enough.
like, it looked like a little like a slug or something.
Like a ghoulie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghoulie.
I read
Galooly.
one of those Instagram stories that you never know if it's true or fake, but everyone in the comments is always like, "Oh, that's so sad," about a kid that swallowed a slug on a dare and then got like lungworm, and it like put him in a coma and he died. So don't swallow slugs.
I'll one up you.
Don't swallow
all right?
I don't know if
you
he's
want-
being serious or not.
I'm serious. This is shit that I get on my feed.
You remember Leave It to Beaver?
Mhm.
We're both old, but we're not that old. But we
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
it was
it
in
was
black
well
and white
before our time,
reruns.
sure.
Yeah, Nick at Night, right?
Mhm.
You know, the Beav almost died because of an appearance on the Tonight Show
Really?
as an adult. But like when Fear Factor was big
Yeah.
and Leave It to Beaver was way out of its prime, they did like washed up celebrity Fear Factor
Sure,
shit,
love those.
and they brought the Beav out against some other guy, I forget who, and it was to eat some.
By the older brother on the Brady Bunch.
Probably, yeah. Actually, that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
But it was to eat some worm or some like I don't know, millipede or whatever, something like that or whatever. And the other guy chewed his up and killed it and swallowed it, and the beef swallowed it whole, and then it pinched him all the way down the gullet, and so then he got an infection, and there it was like hospital.
my
The
God.
beef.
Fuck
Such a guy.
me.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
we gotta chew your
look
food,
out,
folks.
And that's why when Jay Leno offers me worms, I don't eat them anymore. You know what I mean?
You're a changed man? I
And
respect
soon
that.
Jay Leno will be like, "Yeah, is this hand sanitizer?" And I'm like, "You'll never know. You'll never be able to
It's
prove it,
crystal
Jay Leno."
clear. Do you think it's gonna be crystal clear, like
Crystal
Crystal Pepsi? You think it's gonna come out like that?
Tim, you remember Crystal Pepsi?
I don't. I only know it from I love the 80s.
90s.
90s. What's amazing right now is in Greg's brain when he ejaculates.
Yeah.
Because he will have them snipped, his sperm will be invisible.
Yeah.
his sperm will be hollow.
Well, again, you just heard it right from Kevin's mouth. I'll be absorbing them.
Yeah. All the power sources.
That's cool. Now, do you think if anyone comes on you, you also absorb that into the skin?
I'm willing to try.
You
want a scientific
Let's
experiment?
plan a fun weekend. We'll
Put
get
out
these
the
two together.
Justice League Unlimited. See where it goes.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Not the right testicle. Not the right
Oh
one.
my god! Of course, that's the voice of the Hispanic heartthrob Texas street Latino heat, clicking heads and ripping them to shreds. The globe trotting, headshot and rootin' tootin', 3-point shooting.
Holy fuck.
Nitro
Oh, good.
Rifle from Twitch.tv. Andy Cortez.
Hello, everybody.
What started happening with your watch? What was going on with your watch?
No, I just saw a little bling and I
Panic.
was like, what the
Panic
heck?
over there.
Kevin, I sent in a video to Assets that I would love for us to watch and listen.
Okay.
Audio listeners, it's okay if you're not this person describing all of this. This is just one of the most fascinating things I learned about over the weekend.
Okay. Let's
So
take
go
a
ahead
look.
and play it.
Let's take a look.
I am finding evidence of the dead internet theory being completely true on Facebook in the form of images like this, Spider Jesus. This requires us to go back a little bit to last year, where I was even making videos talking about this very subject. AI
Why is he
image
outside?
generating bots were jump-started on Facebook to create images like this one right here, supposedly man-made, of Jesus made out of sand on the beach. Now experiencing a great deal of success on these posts, as you can see with 41,000 likes. I believe their AI algorithms were taking their most successful posts and doubling down on them. To be a little bit more specific, posts that had to do with things like animals, Jesus, airline travel, and now the AI is generating images with a combination of those subjects that makes absolutely no sense. And it's posting things like this, where there's Jesus holding a set of legs with a tiger on his shoulders. Now initially these type of posts wouldn't work because regular people would see them, they don't make any sense, and they wouldn't get any traffic on Facebook. But now what's happened, as these bots have made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of fake accounts that no human has access to, no one knows the password to. The AI is now feeding itself, and posts like this are getting hundreds of thousands of likes. The machine is feeding itself, and what we're getting in return is combination posts like this. It's an airplane
awesome.
that also has the mouth of a shark, surrounded by alligators.
dolphin, man.
And you know what? The AI can't even figure out if this is a propeller plane or a
fucking
jet
idiot.
plane. And ultimately, it doesn't even matter, because the only traffic on these posts seems to be AI bots. Now, the machine does seem to be imploding, but as long as there's no shortage of traffic from other AI bots, as millions and millions more are created every day, you and me can only guess where this is going to end up. But it's clear that Facebook is already being destroyed, but I'll be keeping an eye on these posts as we go forward.
So
Follow
fascinating.
me if you want to see what happens.
So
like-
we are ushering in the dead internet. So he's saying this is going to kill the internet.
Like this is just it's such an interesting, fascinating thing that because you would see these posts of what they did right there with the Jesus sand castle, sand sculpture, or whatever. But then there would be images of like a Jesus sighting somewhere, and then you would see comments like, "Wow, this is beautiful," or if it's
Link in
like
bio.
a beautiful Jesus sculpture, wow, this is God is great or whatever.
So
But
like,
it's-
this is a scene from the movie Signs, and you're like, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it just ends up becoming AI bots replying to AI posts that just sort of.
Do you think that the AI bots
a
are going to then
combination.
start to slowly, some get more conservative, some get more liberal, and then
Like, this is
eventually it's like they need to build the walls. Like we're not building fucking walls or whatever it is.
It's so fascinating that it's like you see these posts, and I've often wondered who the fuck is liking these posts, and it's AI
It's
bots
bots.
liking AI posts.
But hasn't that been like one of the big criticisms over the years, specifically like when Trump was running, that a lot of the bots were just kind of pushing narratives that other people were saying. And you think you're arguing basically with a real person, but you're not. You're just arguing with some stupid bot.
Yeah, and there are like detectors like that can find out if this account, is 80%. There's an 80% chance that it's like not real.
Do you think that Elon Musk taking over X, formerly known as Twitter,
Don't call
is helping this? Is helping this, or do you think it's hindering this?
I mean, it's just wild the amount of like spam there is now.
It's crazy.
It's
Link in bio.
pussy in bio,
Yeah.
which I never get.
I get pussy in bio. I get the more link in bio, like it's hotter in my bio. I have a better gift for you.
I usually just get like the profile or pics within my profile or whatever, and it's just like some person.
Oh, wait, what are we talking? Threads? We talking? What is this?
talking about Twitter?
Oh, just Twitter.
Yeah.
Because all of my threads, because I only followed a bunch of comics. All of them are just like nothing but like fake women bots that are just that are like have one post. Are you guys getting these at all?
Like replies?
Threads, really.
No, it's just like if I scroll through, I'll just see like 30, and it's like different versions of the same
Yeah.
girl. and they all have like
Bring me the girl.
it's all just like one follower, one. It's just very it's a trip.
That's usually whenever I get replies on Twitter, it's always like a form of this model named like Rosie, but it might be Rose in some, and then I block that account, and then it becomes Rosie IEE, and I block that.
She just wants to talk to you.
and
Andy.
it's just
Talk to
all
Rosie.
these.
But,
It's
dude,
just all these variations of the same fucking spam account.
I don't think this is if it's the end of Facebook, I'm okay with it. If this ends, if the best thing that AI does is it kills Facebook, I think I'm fine with that.
I guess, it does become more acceptable at that point, but I guess I loved that I saw that video because it just answered a lot of questions for me. It was like, who was actually interacting with this?
Well, bots needs content too.
They do,
You got to
they
entertain
do.
them too.
They sure
They're
do.
humans now.
They're just trapped in their little world.
They are.
They haven't listened to
Isn't that
everything. Yeah.
Michael says
They'll
it's
break
not
out
just
of it.
Facebook, though. Yeah, I mean, I think
But yeah, the internet is dead internet again.
Obviously,
That's going
right.
to kill everything. It kills actual conversation in general.
it's just so cool. It's so cool. It's so like Kojima-like to me. I don't know why.
That's kind of
Andy, you work
terrifying,
on the
too.
internet.
Yeah, if we don't
It
have
kills the internet. It's
we
not
are
going to be good. What
fucked.
about when that bots start podcasting?
If we
For other bot
oh, here we go,
podcasts.
and there it is, and y'all start knocking on my door. Hey Nick, how do we get into stand-up comedy? How do we go perform live for people?
I listened to a AI stand-up. It was great.
Really?
No, it was awful.
Any
It was
good
that
jokes?
one. What's that? It was pretending to be George Carlin. It was fucking awful. So why? Who would do this? It was
They're,
just
they're
like,
trying.
and I think it was like and then I think the George Carlin's estate came after him and were like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
What is this?
I remember.
Why are you using his like AI voice to make fake comedy? I hate it.
Well, that's great, Andy. What's your read, Nick, on the Saturday Night Live movie that Jason Reitman's making?
Day
Making
one or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Okay.
I'm in for it. As you know, one of my favorite movies that came out in the last like 10 years was A Futile and Stupid Gesture,
Yeah.
which was the National Lampoon's movie. And I was all for that. And you
Yeah.
see a lot of the same characters in there. Obviously, they recast Bill Murray, they recast Belushi, all these people. I'm a sucker for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I haven't followed it too closely aside from just seeing like one article, and then I think you sent me an article.
It was
as
the
well.
announcement, right?
So all the casting, it's like here's Gilda, here's Bill, here's this, here's that. I think it's cool. I mean, I read Live from New York because Elise Willems recommended it for me. She was like, "I think you'd love this," and it is riveting. It's an oral history book, and it goes through really fast. It's just interviews with people, but I love that time period. I love that the concept of Saturday Night Live in general. It's a success story. I think it's gonna be great.
Okay.
Are you into it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I always like Saturday Night Live. Obviously, I like Jason Reitman, so it's like, okay, let's see what you got
I
to
think
say.
it could be very cool.
Where are they at in production? I've never heard of this.
I don't know, and I remember sending you the thing, but it was like right before Ghostbusters Afterlife. They announced it. I thought.
All I know is it's been cast, and I think they're in the production of it. I mean, you know, oh, they're shooting it for sure.
a biopic.
You sent me a
It was like the slate, right?
yeah, you sent me the slate of day one. So yeah, it's a biopic. It's supposed to follow the first night that Saturday Night Live when it goes live or Live from New York. Excuse me, Saturday night. Excuse me, that's the name of the show, Saturday night. So, but I think
I've never heard of this.
it's cool.
Yeah, SNL 1975 is what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Reitman is directing the film for Sony Pictures about the debut night in October 1975 of the NBC sketch show that's currently airing its 49th series. Gabriel LaBelle, who had a breakout role in Steven Spielberg's 2022 semi-autobiographical drama The Fablesman, is set to play SNL creator Lorne Michaels.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
Do you guys have touchstones at all for SNL? Not
I mean,
really.
we talked about it a long time ago where Eddie was in for a bit, but I don't at all.
Yeah.
I liked Wayne's World a lot.
I mean, I think everyone has those offshoots of like, you like a Will Ferrell, it came from SNL, you like this and that. But for me, growing up in the 80s and watching like Chevy Chase, Bill Murray obviously make movies, it was so rad to me because I never watched them specifically on SNL because they were only on it for a few years before they got super famous. And by then, I don't think I was born at that point, or certainly not cognizant. But growing up watching their movies and then realizing, oh shit, that's where they came from.
That's kind of
is
me
so rad.
to this day constantly. I'll be watching a movie and like there's just comedians in it, and then it's like, oh, they were on SNL for many years, even in the early 2000s. Like, I
Right.
feel like that's just still a thing. Even like Kristen Wiig and all them, right? Like they're from like I would have not
Kristen
known
Wiig,
that.
yeah.
Like,
Amy Poehler, yes.
She was,
and, Maya Rudolph.
I just know my boy Keenan.
Keenan's still on it.
That's
Isn't he?
crazy. Yeah,
But give all
longest-
that the flowers that
of
deserves
course
for bringing him.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Which is also
I think
scary
it's
and dark at
the
this point.
smartest move by Keenan to just stay on. Fucking stay on it. Why
Why the
not?
fuck not?
Why leave?
He's a big name. He can
Money.
tour if he wants. He can do whatever he wants, and you get the
A lot of people
SNL
break
money
out thinking
coming
they're
through.
going to go somewhere, then they'll go nowhere. You know,
He's in commercials.
He was on Snakes on a Plane.
he was in my
landed the
theater
plane.
for Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was Keenan,
Mhm.
Al Roker.
You didn't listen to his fucking
Ice-T.
Gregory. You said you're going to listen to it.
No, he told me to listen to it, and I said, I'm like,
Robin from Peloton.
really?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Robin from Peloton.
Wait, fucking for reals?
Yeah, my favorite instructor from Peloton. Yeah, she was there. My row.
You talked to her?
No, it was one of those weird things where we were waiting that hour, and so at some point you're like, well, it's got to start soon.
Wow.
So then you didn't want to go talk to other people. Then it was like, and it's hard to talk to somebody in your row that far down. You know what I mean?
Robin.
She's a
Hey,
superstar,
Robin.
man.
She is, yeah.
That's cool as
Go
hell.
to Kids Book. I have it. No big deal.
Wow.
I do not know this person that
Yeah.
would do Peloton.
Yeah.
You got to get on it.
This
You
is
gotta get
how-
I
on it.
didn't know there were celebrities in Peloton.
Neither did I. Of course there are.
Yeah, of course there.
Oh, yeah.
Of course there. Of course there.
Do you think they get on all the lists, like all the cool
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood stuff? Really?
Oh yeah, dude. They are
New
like
York stuff for sure.
mega stars at this point.
I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was like a founding crew of them that like really skyrocketed and then became incredibly lucrative to the point that like in their New York studio, like you can book to be in one of the classes and
Yeah.
it is like
Celebrity classes.
It's like watching
real hard
Hamilton
to
or
get
some
into.
shit like that?
Yeah.
Dude, the celebrity
Whoa.
workout concept is just so wild to me. That you
It's
could
the
just
world we're
become
in.
a celebrity because you just like teach spin classes.
I mean, it's
Like,
a lot
alright.
more than that, but yeah.
Fuck dude.
yeah
I
you
mean,
can
it's
do that
yeah,
too,
you're,
but
yeah, you're providing the overall like
the
the
vibe.
vibe and the experience, but
Yeah.
it's just something I'm like,
Guarantee they're out to dinner at some nice. It's just it's wild that you can play video games. And become a celebrity. You know what I mean?
that's wild too.
It's true.
That is
It's
wild
true.
to
I
me,
know. I
too.
know. I know. I know.
It sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
Oh fuck! Hey, hold on, man. Don't be like that.
You gonna tell me?
I can't ride my bike for like 2 weeks after I get snipped. He said, "You know what I mean? I gotta be
God.
careful out there."
You been riding the Peloton?
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did you get a Peloton?
neither did I. Yeah.
A long time ago, and I took a long time off. And then on this show, you said you look really good, and I said thanks. I've been riding the Peloton again.
I thought you were joking. I didn't take you fucking seriously ever.
yeah, no, I'm not that.
That's
guy.
awesome.
Yeah,
You get the Peloton in the house, you do the
I do.
whole thing. That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, yeah. I like it.
You
Quite
ever
a
think
bit.
about getting one of those mirrors that talks to you?
No, I've seen Alfredo do it. I'm like, you fucking idiots.
Stupid. idiot.
No,
Fucking
tonal. I
change
thought of
this shit.
when we were looking for a workout solution. It was, but it's back to remember 2019 when we were in Canada
Mhm.
and we went out and I got fucking wasted and then we went out to dinner with Adam Boys and then I had like a second dinner at the Bruce. Like that was when I woke up the next morning like I gotta change.
Yeah.
And it was when I started doing the gym and I started doing the Stairmaster and I was
Oh,
having
I
a
was
great
with you.
time.
I was
And I
into it.
loved the stair. Oh, I was so hungover. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a great
I
night.
loved the Stairmaster and then fucking COVID came and was like, you can't use the Stairmaster. I was like, God
I
damn
can't
it.
use those
And so then, eventually I was like, well, we could buy the tonal thing, but I know I'm not going to like that. Whereas I
Right.
know the Peloton's similar to the Stairmaster.
What's
great.
the
It's great
price difference?
cardio.
Because like, I when I was watching, Michael Jones would post photos of himself super ripped, and I was like, "What's this tonal thing all about?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, let's check out the price." I didn't know they were like that expensive. I didn't know they were $4,000.
yeah.
Talking mirror with all the
All these things
exercise
are super
equipment.
expensive, but the thing is, it's the classic rich get richer type situation where it's like once you hit a certain point, you get rewarded for investments. It's all about investments, Andy. Because with Peloton, like my credit card pays for my Peloton entirely. So it's like, and I've told you guys for years, get on this fucking Chase Reserve thing. You get there you go. You get all these like bonus like in things where
I have
in
a
the same
Chase
way it's
thing.
like your cell phone service might also give you HBO Max or
Oh, okay.
also give you whatever. You can strategically like play this where you're just getting all the services paid for, and then over time there isn't the upfront investment that is a lot of money, but then it's like, I mean, Gia and Cool Greg use this shit every single day. I haven't used it in years, but they use it every day. And at this point, it's like we're definitely saving money than instead of them going to 24-hour fitness or whatever. you
Yeah.
know?
That's my thing is I've been thinking about going back to 24-hour fitness. I don't have a ton of time at night, but I'm like, I miss lifting weights and I miss just doing cardio for the sake of doing cardio. But you know what it is? It's like I walk by them every once in a while and I'm like, I got to talk to a sales associate. And I don't want to do that. I don't. You know why, Andy? Because they're going to talk me into like a lifetime
Oh
membership.
yeah, you're gonna
I'm
be
getting
such a sucker.
fucking sucker.
You're gonna get so suckered.
You can't say no.
No, I can't say no.
You're peer pressure, man. Yeah,
Peer
I get
pressure.
ya.
And whenever I go on vacation, I'll manage to like, after I've de-jet lagged or whatever, I'll put a couple days in the gym there and just go back to like having a nice hour-long workout. You know, I do the elliptical machine, not the stair stepper because my knee's messed up. I'll lift a little bit, stretch a little bit. It feels so good. It feels so good. But all I do now is jujitsu, and every time I do that, it just hurts so much.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I mean, I'm fine
here's-
afterward. But
but
it's
here's
just
the thing,
it's
like,
hard on
you're-
the body.
You're so active. You're always doing like night
Always out
shit.
drinking.
And like, sure, you may, get a little late night za every once in a
Every
while.
once in a
But
while.
like, you being that active at night, going to all these places, and like it's not like you're just sitting at home watching
No.
TV.
No,
like
no,
that's That's a lot of energy and a lot of like calories burned with you just being out there walking around,
For sure.
schmoozing.
And I've
Work in
started
the
to
room.
walk to gigs too. So like if it's something that's walkable, like last night I was at
Jose.
yeah, I better get going now. I got a show on Tuesday. Like last night I was at Cheaper Than Therapy, and it's super walkable from my place. So I was like, screw it, I'll just walk, and I walked both ways. And it was people were like, "Do you want to ride?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just want to walk. It's nice." Did I walk into every liquor store to see what the sandwich situation was in there?
Nice.
I did, but I didn't get a sandwich.
What'd you get?
Nothing, because they were all frozen. It was really gross, or out of date. You know, you go to the liquor store in a big city.
So it's like you're getting the pre-wrapped sandwiches.
Yeah, I love the triangle sandwiches.
Oof.
I get them at the Shell
Rolling the
station
dice,
sometimes.
but I appreciate it.
Oh, it's never bit me ever. You got to check the date though,
Yeah.
because I picked up one yesterday. I was like, this is looking pretty good. Turkey Havarti. Turned it over. Went bad May 21st. It was May 24th yesterday. So I was like, that's gonna give me some tummy ache.
It's it's a loose
March.
suggestion.
March. Sorry, I keep saying May.
Gotta be me.
Ask
I have no
me.
idea.
You don't know what month it was earlier when we were
I
streaming.
thought it was April, and then Mike just was zoned out. He didn't help me at all.
No shock there.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
He's such an idiot.
There's been a major shift here
Oh.
in the world.
Because of me losing my spermies.
I think that might
So
have
it's starting to
something to
suck
do
me
with
and get
it.
more
Could have been the
powerful?
catalyst.
Do you think that once the sperm goes, I'm sorry to interrupt you,
Go for it.
you'll go back to your dimension that you came from?
Wow. I don't
Oh,
know.
that might be
I'm just
it.
going to start testing everything. Yeah, try
Okay.
to get home.
Sorry, continue.
Like sliders.
You were part of this actually,
Sure.
the beginning of a trend that would continue throughout the weekend. There has been a shift in the world of San Francisco, at the very least, where Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I finally saw my first
Starting to
Cybertruck.
get
When?
GDC.
Okay, so in the last week,
Yeah,
we are now off the cliff.
maybe in the same one.
It is now like, oh, that's a Cybertruck. That's kind of crazy. Nick and I saw one at the Starbucks on Friday or
Yeah.
whatever, right? Over the weekend, I saw 7 different Cybertrucks.
they're in.
They're just here now. They're just in the streets. And like, I feel like we're already at the point.
Everybody
like,
got them orders?
Within one day to now, I feel like it's not a novelty anymore. They're just out there.
No, real talk. The guy that we saw had his name on a plaque in the front of it, like he had just picked it up. So I imagine they're getting
It's
just
the
a
shipment
massive amount of deliveries just went out, right?
Absolutely wild. Like they're
wild.
just how many of them are out there, and just like it's just weird because for like we've always talked about this, the concept cars, they're never actually real. And the Cybertruck always felt like a meme. It always felt like I know it's real, but is it real? And now I'm like, goddamn, not only is it real, it's like it feels like within 3 months, I think like 1 out of every 10 cars we see is going to be Tesla related. But I'd say out of that, 1 out of 20 of every car is going to be a Cybertruck. And that's nuts, man. And that's just San Francisco, sure. But like,
The
happening.
Cybertruck sort of always struck me as like a gimmick that was there to market Tesla because it's so polarizing. Either you go, oh my God, this is crazy, I have to have one, or you go, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But either way, people are talking about it, right? So yes, you're right. To see fully realized, I was like, dude, you know what it reminds me of? It's like sorry to bring it back to something Batman v
spermies.
Superman.
Yeah.
When Ben Affleck pulls up in that badass Mercedes, it's like a
Yeah.
concept car that I don't think they ever even
Yeah.
released. It reminded me of that, where it's like we're never gonna see that thing, and then when you see one in person, they're fucking crazy looking.
Yeah.
But that guy, I was like standing next to him, and the guy knew too.
oh,
He
dude,
was like,
they all
"You
know.
guys are checking out my car." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know if I like it or
Yeah.
not." That's the weird thing.
I mean, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, it's cool as shit.
You
like,
love it. So
there's
you're in the
much things
camp
I
of,
hate
like,
about
this
it.
is
Sure,
rad.
seeing it in real life, like I can't even pretend that I don't think it's cool as fuck because it is. Like, do I want one of those? I don't. But like, it's undeniable.
But is it cool the
It's
same way
breaking
that
the mold.
the DeLorean was cool because you were like, "Whoa, this is
I mean, the
wild."
DeLorean's fucking cool. Yeah, and I don't know whatever points need to be made. It looks fucking cool. Is it also dumb as shit? Yeah, but like a lot of cool things are.
Well, most things are dumb as shit, right?
Yeah.
Like most cars in general, let's be perfectly honest. You don't need any, like 90% of the things that the car can do. You just need it to go from point A to point B. You don't need to do that at fucking breakneck speeds. Or, most people who buy trucks, shocker, don't need trucks. So the fact that people are getting this is like, it's almost become a commentary on just consumerism in general because it's so fucking extra looking.
man.
Wild.
I'm making a prediction right now. There's gonna be like a fucking worldwide recall. Those fucking things.
You think so?
Like just so many of the things that have been reported on it. Like, yeah, a lot of it could just be like,
I think that's some of that stuff's like haters just kind of trying to trump stuff up, right?
I mean, a guy posted his own thing of like battery died and like added or like my Cybertruck broke down and like at Elon Musk at so and so at this and that, and then in the comments was like, sure, I'd buy another one though.
Yeah, I saw that one. It was like it almost killed somebody. It wasn't even that the battery died, right? It was like auto drive ran over somebody or something. Like, oh, I had a scary thing where I almost died because of this, and they were like, if my thing tried to kill me, I wouldn't say I'd buy another one.
Definitely not.
Have you guys heard about the you're not allowed to resell them?
No.
No.
I think it's a year or 6 months or something without there being like a penalty. Because like they're so hard to buy right now.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
That
You can't flip them for profit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, that's
a lot of
smart.
markets now. Did you hear that? I think it's Hermes is getting sued for that.
Who?
Hermes, the luxury brand.
You know what that is?
It's a very high end luxury French brand, but there was just an article that some state is suing them because their practices of getting the bag that no one can get.
Okay.
They're like trying to limit. Like if you want this specific bag, I think it's a Birkin bag. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the bag, but they also want you to they want you to buy other shit so you can get that thing, and then you're not allowed to sell it or else. And people are like, no, it's fucking completely against the law. You
Once
can't
I
be
buy
doing
it, it's
shit like
mine.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
it
do
doesn't
the whole
matter.
thing,
Right?
yeah.
And if you do, you can sell it, but then they'll never sell you another one. And
Dory
people are like,
from-
that's ridiculous.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills got banned for some selling stuff.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild. But I mean, granted, there's the flip side of that where you do create a gray market where then the bags sell for outrageous prices. So there is, it's an argument to have, but it's interesting. It's interesting that Tesla has to do that because they've created a commodities market now with these Cybertrucks. So you can go to Cybertruck.
There's so much garbage with this, like you fucking losers. But then also, I do think it's going to make cars look cooler overall, and I'm all about that.
I want more experimental cars. For
Oh,
sure.
in the
Yeah.
chat, Mark says it's California with the Bergen bag. Oh, I did not realize that. Thanks, Mark.
That's the only state that
Okay,
matters.
understand.
Yeah, I think Cybertruck looks dumb as hell, but like I appreciate that it looks different. I hate that every car just looks whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's fucking get out there, man.
Yeah.
I just love that all the electric cars, like for some reason, and Kevin and I
Always
have
look
talked about this.
different.
I don't know. They look different, but they all have the one similarity, which is
The
the light
black.
is the strip.
No,
Like-
they don't all have that
Oh.
because I've now seen a couple electric cars that don't have that one. You're talking about the front of the car has like a solid light. that
Just the
goes-
solid light. Yeah. I mean, like 90% of the electric cars, like whether it's all of them, like they have the same kind of visual language, and it's hella fucking cool.
I mean, the visual language I've noticed is that they all like have like a two-tone sort of vibe. Like there's always like, if it's a silver car, there's always like black paneling on some portion of it that I love. Like I love, and I first started noticing with the Larry David BMW with that little BMW that he has where it has like little black paneling
Love
kind
it.
of near the window. The Prius that I want that's out now, the newer one has that, and then the new Honda one has stuff like that as well. They just look cool as shit.
Yeah, man.
Let's make cars continue to look cool.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that going.
But yeah, when I saw that Cybertruck, I was like, this is a big fucking unrendered block, and like I want to love it. Everything about me should love this, but I think it went like too far into the extreme, which I think is great because it'll make the other companies go further,
with actual
without actually getting
Yeah,
to
totally.
that spot.
Yeah,
you
but a
know?
lot of companies kind of. That's what's interesting about it. Like you look at a lot of the other companies, and yeah, some of them are still designing EV cars, but then some of them are just being like, we're just going to kind of make the EV look like the other cars that we make because the other cars that you make are still fucking awesome.
Yeah.
with
and look
cooler
great.
lights.
But it's got cooler lights, and it's got like all the badges always have to be like have that blue ring around them, which is super cool.
What the hell's Rivian?
I don't know, but-
Electric brand.
You know what it is? It's because there's a delership close to us, right?
I see Rivian.
I drive by and it looks like the dealership in GTA, where it's not a real car company.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Jen and I were up hiking in Marin during COVID and stopped for beer and lunch, and there was like an event for Rivian going on, and they had like two
meetup.
things that it was before this is the first time I ever heard of it. It was
Oh.
like they announced the cars and they were there, and Simone, the woman on YouTube who makes the crazy stuff like robots and stuff, who had brain cancer. No, can't help me. Chat, help me. You know what I'm
She's
talking about.
awesome.
Oh, is that her name though? Simone? I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember.
you
I
know,
follow her and
that's
I
it.
liked her
Yeah.
content, but I haven't remembered her name. Anyways, she was there and she walked past us like, where the fuck are we? And like had to Google real quick that it was this brand. I was like, yeah, these things will never go anywhere. And now I see them all the time.
Yeah. And Polestar is the other one.
I love Polestars.
Rivian.
Polestars, I think, are cool.
Rivian and Polestar just both seem to me like
Well, Polestar is Volvo.
like they would have hit you with like an Instagram startup algorithm thing, and you're like, oh, let me buy this cool thing because it has a cool little like landing page.
Yeah.
And a neat logo, you know.
Well, I was in Scottsdale and the Polestar had a
Arizona, everybody.
they had one of those stores inside the mall that had the
It's
cars there.
Arizona, everybody.
And I was just like, dude, these are actually, I think the Polestars have really, really cool designs. They have like a coupe that's badass. I don't even know if they sell it or not anymore, but I just think those look cool. I think they're rad looking.
Electric cars are just all too long. You gotta figure that out.
You're so
They're
weird
so
when it comes to
long.
long cars.
They're fucking long. Am I weird or are you weird for not being able to park your long car anywhere?
They're coupes.
Got
They're
your
just
ass there.
coupes. It's like a
Got your
medium.
ass.
They're all medium-sized cars.
they're all long. They're all extra long. They're extra medium at the very least.
Kevin, can you Google our electric cars long?
They are. They're 7 to 9 inches
Well, I
longer
mean, have
than
you ever
normal
seen
cars.
it? I mean, imagine a AA battery, how long that is, and now imagine it in a car.
Now
So the
imagine
car
how you
is
put
definitely
3
long
billion
enough to
of
have
them in
that
a car.
battery. Yeah.
It makes sense.
One feature
the fuck
that
is
the
this one?
Rivian has. This is the Rivian truck. So it has a like
They come with a grill?
no. It's got this giant gap here where
What
like,
the fuck? Ew.
That's weird.
So yeah, you can shove things in there.
don't
and
like
then-
it.
Don't say it like that.
And then they sell like a pop-out camping grill.
That's
grill.
awesome.
You know,
That's
like-
fucking awesome.
That is pretty
Need
sick.
it.
Yeah.
But you also have a truck that you can put a grill in.
Think of all the cats that just like get stuck in there.
Yeah, you get
In the little Rivian
Someone
hole.
needs to think about the cats.
We
in
gotta
the
worry about the
Rivian hole.
Rivian hole. There's a bunch of like.
Arms of the angel.
God.
I found 2 possums in my Rivian hole.
I don't even want to
My
tell them what they were
Rivian hole
doing in
got
my Rivian hole.
infected.
Oh my god.
An unprotected grill in my Rivian.
God.
Now I have
So
leak.
gross.
He's Forbes 30 under 30,
Yeah.
aka the
Yeah.
second best baby
Sure
blues in
is.
San Francisco, aka the New York Times quoted at Tim Geddes.
Let Tim host.
If you didn't know, everybody, this is the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each coming to hang out with each other and talk about whatever it is they want to talk about, including May 10th,
The day.
the end of coming.
Did we call, what is it called? Kingdom Come?
We're working on it. No, Kingdom Come's good. Yeah. The final cum dumpster.
No.
Kevin,
29 loads
I
and
understand you and Tim went to the nunnery here in San Francisco, all right? But we're here talking now.
Put your eye down fire.
What?
I don't know.
Why is
I
that
for
where
one in
you
my
went?
brain, I was like, she's a nun. She's not a nun.
She's not a nut. You need a sister act?
Yep. trying to pull a name from Sister Act. Came up with Euphigenia Doubtfire. Good. It's Sister
got
Mary
there.
Clarence.
You got
Sister
there.
Mary Clarence.
Is that it? Yeah.
She
I don't
the big
remember
old birth
Sister
name?
Act
The real
as
question
well.
is, where is Sister Act 3?
Good question, Kevin.
Announced, man.
It was
never
announced
came out.
so long ago,
Yeah.
man.
What's up, Kevin?
Yeah,
I mean,
Kevin.
I'm Googling.
If you like what we do, get that Kind of Funny membership. If you did, you could be watching live right now, just like Lexi G is, Cody is, Lemon Bendy is, Jumbo is.
Yeah,
Of
Jumbo
course,
making fun of how I say Hermes.
those Kind of Funny memberships get you each and every episode of the show ad-free, just like all the other Kind of Funny shows. Of course, you can watch the afternoon podcast, like the Kind of Funny podcast, live as you recorded, and you get the daily multimedia experience Greg way for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Great.
It's a podcast and a video.
Beautiful.
Multimedia.
Yes.
No bucks tossed away, no big deal. YouTube.com/kindoffunny podcast services around the globe. You have to listen to the ads, but you still have a good time. Consider coming to get that Kind of Funny membership. Housekeeping for you. Remember, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is upon us. It is out. A B+ on Cinescore. Great audience reviews left and right, all right? It's like an
Wow.
85 audience score
Okay.
on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a $1 billion franchise, finally. Round of applause for Ghostbusters.
Only took 30 years. 40 years.
You, of course, can catch our review on Ghostbusters in Review over on Kind of Funny in Review podcast feed, youtube.com/kindoffunny. And of course, you could get it ad-free with the Kind of Funny membership. WrestleMania Ranked only has 2 episodes left as well. Hang in there, everybody. It's almost over. Screencast and youtube.com/kindoffunny. Of course, thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Kishan Patel, Nathan Lamoth, Karen Lindener, James Hastings, and Casey Andrew. Today, we're brought to you by Shady Rays. And hey, let's hear from them right now. Unless you use a Kind of Funny membership. This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays, an independent sunglasses brand that has over 300,000 5-star reviews. They are on a mission to match affordability with durability, making top quality shades accessible to everyone. They have tons of styles and colors to pick from, so finding the perfect polarized shades is a breeze. Get ready for a whole new level of clarity with Shady Rays Pro Polarized lenses. Here at Kinda Funny, we all love wearing our Shady Rays, whether it is Tim looking dope doing his Pokemon Go walks or Joey just looking fantastic in her tangle-free shades. If your shades go MIA or take a hit, don't sweat it. They've got lost and broken protection, so you never have to worry. You're covered from day one. And if you don't love your shades, exchange or return them for free within 30 days. Exclusively for y'all, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com and use the code KF20 for $20 off each pair of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
These curtains, huh?
Right?
Every time I walk in, they're just they catch me off guard. And
They're
I
good
like
though,
them.
right?
They're great.
You like them? You liking them?
They're
I like
fucking
'em a
great.
lot. Thank you.
I think I don't know if we've talked about this on content. We must have, because people have been referencing the curtains, and I don't think people would have noticed it just looking. Has anyone talked about this?
We talked about curtains, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few people. I think the day after we installed them, or after the mix thing, I think Greg was saying that people were.
We did a whole
mentioning
thing on
they like
the
'em.
Games Daily Meat Blessing,
Yeah.
and Nick
Got
was
it.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
That's great.
It was
Really
well,
cool.
It was well
Digging it.
received.
Sounds
Everybody
great.
liked it
Looks
a lot.
great.
Digging 'em.
Feels great.
Great.
You know, still working out some of the kinks and stuff, but we'll get there. I feel like the temperature is not bad. It's just different than it used to be.
Yeah, we're
So,
gonna
like-
have to run the AC a little bit more in here
So,
because
yeah,
they're
figure
gonna
that all out.
insulate us a
Great.
little
I
bit.
like it.
Yeah, it sounds
I think it's been great so far. I do think we had to. It got a little warm during the mix day because we had a lot of people coming in and out of it and content constantly. But I'm happy with them so far.
My best was I hadn't really thought about it, and so I'd been in here. I've done shows all last week, but we had guests. I had guests for lunch on a Friday, and then I was like, "Oh, you can get a Coke in the other room. Just go in and get the thing." And they're like, "Okay." And like Tim's recording something. Oh, I'll come in, so it's okay. And I opened the door and realized I had thought about the curtains covering the fridge. I was like, "Oh man, thank God I came in here." Because I was just like, "Go in there, you'll see it."
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
see this person
Oh, no.
wandering around like a
Sorry,
refrigerator
yeah.
behind every curtain.
That was my favorite thing. Is we told everyone at Kind of Funny we're doing the curtains. We've been working on it a long time. Whatever. Over the weekend, me, Nick, and Kev came in, and then Nick's brother. We got them all up. And I don't think people were expecting it to be what it actually is. And it was really funny, one by one, seeing every member of Kind of Funny walk in, be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
just red. Like everyone's gut instinct is just fucking
Yeah.
yelp.
Just to yell as hard as humanly possible at it.
Well, because when we first walked into the lab without the soundproofing, I went into the Halo chant. And here, when you're in a dead room, you got to just go,
Yeah,
like, oh, wow.
cool.
It's
Sound
kinda
just
nice.
stops.
Yeah, I'm happy with it, man.
That's
It's
awesome.
Nice. Little by little, you know, you live in a space for a year, you kind of figure out what you need, what you don't need. And obviously, when we launched the studio, we did what we could do to make it as awesome as possible for that day. But now that we've got a little breathing room, it's nice to iterate and evolve, and it's good. Similar to how we gave the Let's Play Lab a facelift at the beginning of the year. That was a fun project too. So with these curtains, and we're gonna put up some other stuff. You know, we got some truss that we're gonna put up and some other cool stuff that we're gonna put
Basketball
up.
court,
evolving.
stuff like
That's
that.
gonna be super cool.
Me and Nick are gonna buy those Ghostbuster jackets.
Yeah, we got to. I told Greg that I would have a custom rack welded for him that was 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, that we'd store in the studio that I would hate.
Put all gear on it.
for all
I
of
say
his
we take a step
Ghostbusters
further,
gear.
Greg. I say you buy a Rivian,
Mhm.
get that Rivian whole
Oh,
extension,
get your Rivian pouch.
have it just be.
Oh my God! Can you
Yeah.
imagine? The hole's too small to put proton packs in, but I can put a bunch of traps in there, no problem.
Yeah.
That'd
What is that?
There you go. That's good.
That's it.
There
There
you
you go. You got to go up there. Yeah.
go. Okay.
Yeah, I was driving around today with the Ecto. I have the decals on the doors. You know, I took you to
Oh, yeah.
lunch.
Oh, yeah.
But when I was driving over to the old penis doctor, I passed some schoolgirls,
P-Doc,
and they thought it was
P-Doc.
real funny having the Ghostbuster logos on there. And I've gotten a few smiles from other people out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're always happy to see the Ecto one drive by in the streets of San Francisco.
Whenever I'm driving into work, I always see like,
The Venom
like,
car.
You know,
Yeah,
if you
I love the
see a
Venom
lot
car.
of you see a lot of younger kids running. You're like, oh, they're with a school track, right?
Sure,
They-
cross country or track.
Yeah,
or
something like that, right? But I keep on seeing like it's always a group of a lot of different aged people
I thought I was gonna say races.
running together, and I don't think they're for a school. And I'm wondering, like, are they like with the fire?
Maybe it's a run
department?
club.
But it's always like in the morning, and I don't like.
People go to run
But like,
clubs.
One of the
but
things-
but like, shouldn't the kids like? How are the kids there if they're in class? I don't know.
I don't know
How early in
where
the morning?
exactly you're talking about, but one thing that's really popular in the western side of San Francisco is Dragon Boat, which is like the rowing stuff in Lake Merced.
Okay.
And their training regiment stuff is nuts, and they only are allowed to be on the lake at certain times, which is really like early.
Okay.
So I think that might have something to do with it.
It's always like right here, like near the Walgreens, kind of like.
Oh, I don't know then.
Because I don't know why part of me thought like maybe they're all running, maybe they're with the fire department. Because it's always
They're
like,
children.
well, like sometimes you might have younger looking people, but also like some 30, 40, 50-year-olds as well.
Huh.
And so like it's never like something consistent that I
Pull over and ask him.
I should just do
Jump
that.
out and jog next to him.
What are y'all running for? You
What are
know?
you running from?
Where are you running from?
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll like, I'll see them with like weights around their shoulders. Like to where I was like, oh, are you simulating like carrying somebody? Maybe fire department. Maybe I keep on going back to the fire department thing.
Oh, that's
But
good.
I do need to ask them. Because
Roll down your window, yell.
it seems like a cool little like gang of people just running.
Do you want
Maybe
to
it's
run
just a
with them?
gang.
Why don't you just start running with them and see what happens?
Just join them and see if
Because you
they
got to
notice.
imagine that someone in that club just started with them.
Forrest Gump style. Forrest Gump style.
I love the idea of me just being like, why are you here? Like, I'm just running with y'all.
You're just like ghost. Your car's just rolling down the street, still in drive, door open. Gavataris
Hey, Gavatars.
writes in, just like you can, to kindafunny.com/KF podcast, and says, you ever think about Batman Forever? When Batman throws a load of loose change at Two-Face to confuse him when he's flipping the coin?
Yeah.
The master of stealth was running out with a pocket full of change that night. How many crimes went unthwarted that night because a bunch of goons heard Bruce coming down with all those coins jangling? You think he made a new suit for that? Like an extra grippy utility belt with a support loop over one shoulder to stop it from slipping down? I guess he probably kept them in those spring-loaded coin holders to stop them from giving unsuspected pedestrians below a CTE even when he's gliding about. This is why we need the Schumacher cut. I appreciate
stand-up bit.
I appreciate Gavataris here
Mm-hmm.
trying to insult something in Batman Forever. All right? There's a lot of reasons to hate Batman Forever.
Yeah.
The change isn't one of them. Batman has a utility belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sonar suit. It was the only one that wasn't destroyed in the whole fire/explosion, right? When they invaded the Batcave.
I don't remember that.
Go back to watch Batman Forever in review, all right? So, like, he has the suit. He knows he's going after Two-Face, and he knows it'll come down to a coin flip.
Mm-hmm.
So he just grabs a bunch of these $50, $1 coins, right, and just puts them in right there in the pouch. They're locked
enough.
up. They're a stack right in the little pouch.
Because if it's one fewer, then you're getting a little jingle. But Batman
but he knows.
Batman's a
Yeah.
scientist, man.
Yeah.
So he gets that he can put 5 in there and they're going to fit perfect. And you better believe that Batman's such a good planner that he realized one day he might have to stick those coins in that pouch.
Do you think it's the same ones that like the workers at Chuck E. Cheese have when they have all the little tokens on them? Because they have like the
I haven't been to a Chuck E.
Dispenser
Cheese in about
things?
20 years.
little dispensers.
Yeah.
Huh?
I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese in like 20, actually probably 30 years.
I got to assume all the animatronics are not functional anymore,
They
right?
probably have that thing where
Is that
like,
something that got taken away because of COVID, maybe?
the animatronics?
Yeah.
I don't think they were giving people COVID. I don't think so.
You know, the animatronics are like, I'm not getting jabbed.
No, sir.
The
not
robots
for
are
me.
like,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what's
taking
in that.
I'm not taking that shot.
You're
I
not
don't
going
know
to track
what's-
me with that. For sure.
And this brings us, as all things do,
Mm-hmm.
back to the one
Schumacher.
true God, Zack Snyder.
Zack
I
Snyder.
knew it was
Alright.
coming. Yeah.
Yep. Z Snyder.
He did an interview recently with Variety. He knocked on this, all right? He says, Snyder said that he tends to get in trouble with comic book fans, quote, because I do take a lot of deconstructivism point of view, because I care. I want to take superheroes apart. Quote, people are always like, Batman can't kill. So Batman can't kill is canon. And I'm like, okay, well, the first thing I want to do when you say that is I want to see what happens, Snyder continued. And they go, well, don't put him in a situation where he has to kill someone. I'm like, well, that's just you protecting your God in a weird way, right? You're making your God irrelevant. Snyder found it so much more interesting to put Batman in a situation where he has to kill, taking inspiration from Frank Miller's comic book, The Dark Knight Returns. He said fans often don't want to see their hero in a no-win situation because we don't want to see him lose. But that's not story he wants to bring to the screen. Snyder isn't interested in a superhero who has to maintain his godlike status.
But isn't Snyder the one that's obsessed with them being gods? You know what I mean? It's a little weird. My problem with this actually isn't even with what Snyder's saying. It's the fact that when any of these directors say anything that sounds authoritative at all, you're kicking the hornet's nest of people's opinions on why you're a fucking idiot or whatever. Granted, he was the one in charge of a lot of the decision making that led to a lot of really to bad to movies. You know what I mean? I don't think I could stand by any of the Snyderverse stuff of being like, that was amazing, you know? But like, even just trying to be positive about it, like, I feel like there was more of the Snyder stuff that was just than bad. But like, at least there was a vision to it, and at least like there were consistent choices of what he was trying to do. That like everything you just said, I'm like, I buy it, I get it. It's like, I hate all the Martin Scorsese coming out and being like, giving his thoughts on the MCU and anyone taking it seriously at all. Who gives a fuck? It's the one man's opinion on it.
It means a lot to me, and that's why I'd like to openly say, Martin Scorsese, if you want to fight at the next creator clash, I'm in.
Yep. Martin, I'll go you one further. Martin Scorsese, you have an open invite. You can come to the studio anytime you want, and Greg will fight you.
He falls asleep at the Oscars, y'all. Like
So did Al Pacino, but that didn't stop him from presenting the final award.
Wow.
He's not meant for this life.
Oppenheimer? Oh, is that a question? Al Pacino? What are we doing? You giving the fucking award away? Stop letting these aging stars.
All right,
present
Warren
awards.
Beatty didn't screw it up. All right, he gave him the wrong piece of paper.
Hey, man. He fucked it up.
Remember they made Rebel Moon? Zack Snyder made Rebel Moon?
Yeah, Zack Snyder, it's interesting.
part
I,
came
mean,
out.
I don't know. I mean, Snyder's time will tell whether or not Snyder can turn any more decent movies out. So far, so he hasn't really done too much. But, you know, he makes pop movies that are relatively entertaining for the most part. I think he takes himself too seriously. I think everyone that follows him takes him too seriously. The Batman not killing thing, I think the logic there is flawed. Because I think that when you have something that's core to a character's like being, and you decide to buck that, I just feel like I don't think that's as challenging as trying to create a story where the character doesn't kill, right? It's like, oh, the character doesn't kill? How about we make him kill? Well, that's kind of lazy, right? How about we don't make him kill? How about you write a compelling story where he is put in that situation, and guess what? He's a fucking superhero, so he finds the third option. We call this the Kobayashi Maru, of course. Tim. You know, it's a lose-lose situation. You know what Kirk did?
He
Found a
hacked
way to
it.
win.
He hacked the system.
Now, of course, did it end up killing Spock at the end? Yeah, but Kirk didn't die, so everyone can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
I have more.
Maybe Zack Snyder needs to watch Wrath of Khan.
I know that you got beef with him. I've got beef with Nick because I overheard him talking on last week's podcast where
Great
it was
one.
the British Invasion show.
It's a Great British Invasion.
And Great British Invasion Bake Off. And I hear him mention how he's rewatching Monk, or he's watching
Tony
Monk.
Shalhoub, what up?
Monk,
And-
you're gonna come detect this thing, Monk.
Every once in a while, he walks into the room, and his wife Dee is watching Shogun.
Mhm.
Oh.
So he never watches Shogun.
Yeah. Just like I saw, I never watched Poor Things. I just saw the last 20 minutes of it, so I'm never gonna watch that movie.
So you're not watching Shogun?
I've seen parts of it.
God damn it!
You have to
man.
understand, we only have one TV in my house
Why don't you watch with her?
because she started watching it without me.
No, do it.
catch
That'll
up.
You know,
do
here's
it.
what happened. She's like 5 episodes in. She goes, this is what wives do. And you don't know because you're not married yet. I don't know if your wife does this.
You
Listen.
knock 12 episodes of Monk out in a fucking night.
My wife goes like this. I'll walk into the room and I go, oh, that's interesting looking. What show is that? Oh, it's Shogun. Did you want to watch it? Yeah, I'll watch it. What episode are you on? 4 in.
But there's 6 more.
Yeah.
You can make Monk wait a little bit.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I'm always behind. I'm constantly behind.
But if you watch all
I'm
4,
trying to catch the next wave, and all my money's on Monk.
You can laugh, but he was ahead of Suits.
He was.
He said everyone watched Suits, and
everybody.
then 2 weeks later, everyone was like, Suits is the number one show on Netflix.
Now, Louis Litt and Gina Torres are getting those badass makeup commercials. You want to make a
God.
commercial? Follow
You're
me.
so annoying. You're
I
so
will. I do
annoying.
need to watch Shogun. It is one of those things. You know what it is though? It's one of those things where I watch a lot of TV late at night to just decompress, and I don't think Shogun's the play when you're trying to like just power down for an hour.
No, it's an invest in it show.
You got to read a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Tokyo Vice still, and that's all in
Oh.
Japanese, and it's phenomenal, and it's really, really good. But it is like you forget because you get up to go get
Bag of
water
goldfish.
or something, or bag of goldfish, whatever, and you're trying to listen to it, and you're like, oh, I don't speak Japanese. I forgot.
They do
I don't
have an
speak
English
that.
dub of Shogun.
I'm not
Do
gonna
they
watch
really?
That I can
Yeah,
read.
it's all the Japanese actors like just speaking in
Portuguese
English.
and all that.
Yeah, but you got some.
There's like
you got
multiple
that-
languages.
You got that
for
one
sure.
guy. I forget his name, but the guy that's in everything, the lead actor, the lead Japanese actor.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's a fucking best. Dude.
He's the
I'm not.
best.
Oh, you're not dubbing
Dude,
that guy.
I
in my
saw somebody
household.
on
Him
Twitter
and John
post-
Wick 4. Come on.
Yeah,
fucking badass.
Somebody posted his headshot from like the 90s or the late 2000s. The most handsome
Hell
motherfucker
yeah,
you ever
dude.
seen.
I was thinking about starting Succession.
Oh!
No, I'm not.
God,
I'm not doing
I
that
hate
shit. Get the
you.
fuck out of here,
You're
loser.
the worst.
Shit's
I
done.
can't even now that it is done,
done.
and now that we know how it ends, it's like I can't imagine being able to binge from here just to
watch
the
something
That'd be
end.
wild.
good,
That'd be
man.
wild.
It'd be so
That'd be
good.
wild.
I came close because I binged to the final season, and I wouldn't trade that for the world because the final season week to week was an event.
I don't doubt it.
But like, man, imagine watching all of that in like a month.
First off, I watch good shows. Okay. I don't want this narrative, but I don't watch. I watch all the good shows. I just missed a couple here and there. But are you guys watching The Gentleman at all?
The movie?
The show based on the movie. In the
Really?
universe of the movie.
Well, because didn't they? Oh, never mind. Sorry. I'm thinking of
Officer and a gentleman.
Ben Stiller in The Accountant. Not The Gentleman.
No. Wait, did he make a show about?
No, he made a movie called The
You're
Accountant.
thinking of Ben Affleck in The Accountant.
Did I say Ben
Ben
Stiller?
Stiller.
I was like, what? I was like, Ben Stiller made a show based on Ben Affleck's The Accountant? What fucking? I want to watch this show. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, they just greenlit The Accountant 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I liked The Accountant. No, I just we
I
finished.
enjoyed it, but I barely remember it. Like he's a murderer, right? Isn't he like a hitman or
I'm
some
kinda,
shit?
I'm kind of over that. I mean, that genre's
I've seen
been
enough
done and dead.
murders.
So The Gentleman is not that.
The Gentleman is based off of Guy Ritchie's movie with the same title, The Gentleman, starring Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Hugh Grant, and a bunch of other great actors. And it's
I
a
like that Hoonan
classic.
guy. I like that Hoonan fella.
It is a classic
Sons of Anarchy.
Guy Ritchie British gangster film. Like Guy Ritchie going back to his roots, the thing he does best. You know, Scorsese does the American gangster films. Guy Ritchie's the king of the British gangster films. It's great. Matthew McConaughey plays a weed dealer who basically wants to get out and he's trying to sell his business. And they've got all these badass, like they've basically gone to all these old decrepit manors when someone inherits them and they're always in disrepair and super expensive and they're all in debt. And then he goes, hey, I'll pay you $5 million a month, but you just let me grow weed on your farm. Or like grow weed on it. And so he has this network, but no one knows where it's at. And the whole thing is all these gangs trying to either kill him to get the network or buy it or whatever. And it's backstabbing and this and that. The show picks up and it's sort of in the universe on one of the things, but some of the characters are changed. But it's really, really fun.
What's the movie where Fassbender's an assassin?
Killer? The Killer.
I would have guessed I was a gentleman.
Wow.
No, The Killer is a fucking badass movie.
That's the one where he's like the hitman, right?
Yeah,
He's
it's based
very
on a graphic
particular.
novel.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
Tilda Swinton's in it. They got a banger of a scene.
Yeah, she is. That
Real
was great.
good.
That was great.
It's definitely, you can tell it's based off a comic book because it's like he has to kill 4 people. One's like a heavy, one's stealth, one's this, one's that. And you're like, oh, that's cool. That's super
Cameron
sick.
Kennedy asks, is Kingsman still a franchise or is that dead now?
Kingsman, they're making another one.
I gotta assume that died.
No, I think they're
the new one
making
just
a
came out
third
in
one.
February, right?
The King's Man
Yeah.
or whatever.
Prequel.
Yeah, they have that. And then I think they're
I
going
think
to
there's
do
a
another
third one
one.
coming. Yeah, and then Argyle came out, which is not part of it, the universe, but like same
Kinda-
creator or whatever.
Matt Vaughn,
It's
yeah.
kind of wild how
Craziest post-credit scene ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you guys not
it's
seen
like
it?
it's like
No.
Hitler, right, or
It's
something?
Hitler, yeah.
Yeah.
And it like reveals him like he's like Thanos.
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking Argyle or you're talking about the new one that he's in?
The King's Man.
The King's Man.
Oh,
But
the King's Man. Okay. Sorry. I was like,
Argyle-
Argyle? Why is Hitler and Argyle? It's like
Argyle
contemporary.
is in that universe. I
Oh,
believe.
cool.
Yeah.
It's wild how like when I watched X-Men First Class, I was like, this Matthew Vaughn fella. Kind of fucking awesome. Like I'd want to watch whatever this dude is doing in the future. And I think just because of these recent Kingsman movies and how like they just come and go when nobody ever talks about them.
Yeah.
But people
The
seem to
internet is-
like him though.
The internet has turned against Matthew Vaughn. Like
Well, 'cause
nobody wants him to
Argyle.
do anything. But not just because of Argyle,
No,
like
but-
even leading up before then.
I did not particularly like The King's Man. I thought it was kind of boring. I got maybe 15 minutes into it. I was like, this is not hitting. But Kingsman, The Kingsman.
Did you stick it all the way out? Or did you finish it?
No. I mean, I watched 20 minutes of it. It was free on like Amazon. I was like,
Got it.
this is.
I
done.
liked Kingsman, but it was
Kingsman
at that point where I'm like, oh, this guy worked on Kick-Ass and First Class and Kingsman. Like this guy's awesome. And then it just
and Logan.
It just
Isn't that the
feels,
same guy? Oh no, that's not
No.
Logan.
but it just
Who did
feels like
Logan?
after that, that's when it's like
James Mangold.
started
right.
kind of going downhill for him.
Kingsman, the first one is great. It's really, really fun. It's like a spin on a Bond film, but Yeah, the second one was very, very weird because they didn't get Taron Egerton, who was like the main
Yeah, he was the
draw.
main
I was
dude
like,
in
this guy's
everyone,
great, fantastic, and they're like, cool, we're doing a prequel without him. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you not just do a sequel with him in
No,
this?
They also worked on the
They did
Tetris movie.
No, they did a Kingsman too.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Yeah,
With
the
him, right?
Golden
Yeah.
Circle with
Yeah.
him, and then they did. The
Oh,
prequel.
that's right. And then that movie had a bunch of like production problems, right? Because
Which one had Channing
Channing
Tatum?
Tatum was supposed to be in it, and he was only on like one scene of it. It was a
Oh,
whole.
he's in it more.
There was something happened with that where they did a
COVID.
bunch of it was COVID.
It was just COVID.
Yeah, it was
I don't
COVID.
think it had any problems. I think it was just they couldn't come out.
Everything got
Yeah.
Remember that?
But it wasn't as good as Kingsman 1.
No, unfortunately
2
not.
weeks off.
We thought that was it.
What's that?
I was joking that COVID was.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be. We're gonna be back to that studio in 2 weeks.
No problem. Right there.
We got it. I mean, we
15
got ahead of
years
it
later.
You know,
We did. We were cool. We were smart.
we'll work from home a week early, and then the
very
city
smart
got shut down. And then the state got shut down.
Yep.
In the
In
world.
country.
The world.
TV's
And-
about to pop off in June though. Like
What?
it's June is about to be like dangerous for TV time. We got The Bear season 3,
Yay.
Hot D season 2, House of the Dragon.
I gotta
Oh, the
finish
dragon.
season 1.
Of the
Oh.
bear.
Hot D.
Didn't you?
No.
You weren't on screencast with us?
No,
Whoa.
He faked
Oh,
it.
how far did you make it?
like 4,
Oh man, yeah, you got to finish it.
5.
Some of the last ones are real good,
Yeah.
real good. We got The Bear, we got House of the Dragon, The Boys, and Star Wars Acolyte. Which, like, hey, I'm hoping for. We'll see.
I like
you
the
know?
dog in that one.
Man, what's up with Invincible?
A little dog
Everybody
Jedi
loves
they
it,
got
right? I
in,
gotta watch
in
it.
Acolyte.
Yeah.
Even
My
more
You're not
favorite.
watching Invincible?
I haven't watched it since it came back because I'm just mad.
Of how they did it.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what
don't know
happened?
that boycotting it's the right answer, but
I
I
know.
appreciate
No, you're
it.
right.
Yeah. I mean, you're not far behind. There's only 2 episodes out, and there's only 2 more.
Because
So-
the second half
What's the
of
point?
Invincible,
You know what I mean? I'll get to it when I get to it. then.
like, are the rumors true that Amazon delayed it so that they could have the
ads?
forced ads or whatever?
I mean,
That's why they took
yeah.
like a long ass break in between seasons or in between the mid season break or whatever.
Yeah, it was like 3
Basically,
months.
like we were on Games Daily the other day, or I don't know what show we were doing, but Tim was like, "Oh, Invincible just came out." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, last night at midnight."
That's what I thought, but then I went to look for it. I couldn't find it. Is it just a part of the second season?
Now
I
it's
looked. I couldn't see. There was like
Episode 5 and
I'm crazy.
5, 6.
so
Oh,
6 came out
okay,
last
that's
week.
why. Maybe I just. I was expecting it to be season 3 or season like and a hell of more episodes.
No,
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also,
but
I'm
I'm
still
just
reeling
not happy
from
about it.
97.
I'm in like the Pixar fuck Disney or back
Wow.
Disney fuck Pixar sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want this show to fail so that they don't have to make any more.
It sucks, dude. They fucked it up because yeah, it's like no one's talking about it, but I'm happy that now a lot of people are talking about how no one's talking about it. So I'm hoping that people then watch it so that we get more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it gets things done. Or else they're not going to make that show anymore. If no one's watching that show, they're not going to keep making that show.
100%.
So
Did you
watch
hear
the
that
show.
Seth
Comics,
Rogen?
nerds.
Seth Rogen signed up to write a Venom movie.
Venom.
rated R animated one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, for like theaters or
We don't know that yet.
Okay.
But it's like not even official yet, but like
Okay.
that sounds better than
what's the subtitle for Venom 3?
Venom: The Last
The
Dance.
Last Dance.
There you go.
Yeah. So I don't want to say it sounds better than that
We're
because
gonna say
like
goodbye
God,
to
I
him. You
can't
know what I
wait.
mean?
There you go.
This year, we have 2 more Spider-Verse movies this year.
I can't wait.
Kraven the Hunter, Nick,
Oh, I can't wait.
and then
Hey,
Venom: The Last Dance.
Let's hope that Craven does so well that it propels Aaron Taylor Johnson to the Bond franchise.
I don't
Fingers
think I
crossed.
don't think I want to see him as Bond.
Did you see
Honestly,
Bullet Train?
that's why.
Bullet Train's great.
No, but I don't.
Oh, you got to watch
his
Bullet
voice
Train.
is too high. He's got a
He's
high
got
voice.
no. He's older now. He's like a
Got a high
man now.
voice.
He's like a man
But you
now.
didn't see that coming. That was spot on. Put it in there. One of the people who's
Kinda
good
like
at
an
clips,
Italian
Cameron
dude.
Kennedy. Go clip them together.
I just like the delivery of it was like 40% of Greg is here right now in this room.
Did you see that
He's like,
coming?
But you didn't see that coming.
It's like the look at his
He's all
face.
shot. Remember, he's all shot. But you didn't see that coming.
That's a good one.
It's
He's good in
Avengers:
that.
Age of Ultron.
I think that dude. I think he would be good, and then honestly, the lead from The Gentleman would be a good Bond as well, because he's just so dashing in that.
Fassbender.
Fassbender, I think he's too.
Are we
beyond it.
actively casting right now? Is that
I believe. I
happening?
mean, the rumor, who knows, was that last week was they were like, oh, he's out. He's Aaron Taylor Johnson's like being
Seems locked.
being
Oh, okay.
thought of
Rumor
for, yeah.
locked,
rumor
but-
locked.
What
So
about
who
Ben
knows?
Stiller?
Ben
But
Stiller would be great too.
it's,
Mystery
Why
Man.
not?
it's one of those for me where I'm like, I
Never
just
mind.
I don't really need any more Bond. I know they will continue to do Bond
Yeah.
because it's a massive franchise and it's a moneymaker for them. But I would also be okay if they were like, we're just gonna take a break from making Bond movies for the next 20 years. I'm like, that'd be cool.
I watched the last 20 minutes of No Time to Die this weekend just because I needed to feel something. I felt a lot.
Right here,
God.
right here. Again, am I
What an
pissed off that
adventure.
in a series where Bond has lasers that cut out everything, they couldn't figure out some stupid MacGuffin for him killing this fucking thing that's inside? Whatever. Don't get me started. Kill it, but then bring it back different. You know, that's the only. I'm like, yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I could see him as it, but then at the same time, you're like, or we do something fucking completely different with this, but we'll see what
I'll
happens.
tell you what, when we were reviewing that Ghostbusters movie,
Yeah, Frozen Empire.
and then I brought up how
Versus
Mission
Snipes.
Impossible made stuff really cool. Like, I just wanted to watch Mission Impossible Fallout all
It
weekend. I'll
happens.
tell you what, Greg.
I was so excited on Friday night. I texted Tim because I was. We finally put Ben down. I was doing dishes and I was just scrolling TikTok while I did stuff,
Mhm.
and I forgot that TikTok will just show you movies in full. And so there was Ghostbusters Frozen Empire's final scene. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this. I'm like liking all the Ghostbusters stuff. Give it to me all. Let's just watch the movie out of order in different scenes.
Here's what I'm going to say to you, Andy. You brought up a really good point with the escalation of action at the end of Fallout versus the de-escalation of action in Frozen Empire. The third act wasn't very great. No spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it. And then you brought up the fact, not on this, but completely separate, on the Dune 2 review, that Dune 2 was awesome. And I think the one factor that's in both of these movies is Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh my God, dude.
And I think you need to I think what we're saying is, hey, Ghost Corpse,
get her in.
what about Rebecca Ferguson?
Get her in. Rebecca Ferguson
That's so right.
just so fucking awesome. She's one of those people that every role I see her in, I like her more. And every PR thing I see her do, I'm just like, you are just great.
You're a
You
delight.
You're a delight. You know what you're doing. You promote movies well. It feels fun. And also, you're just a badass.
Yeah.
So incredibly
Remember
badass.
when she had the fucking
eye patch?
The eye patch.
Come
Oh my
on,
god!
man.
Straight out of
Solid
Metal Gear
Snake,
Solid,
yeah.
Greg. Holy shit, dude! That movie.
Greg
just
never
was
never
disappointing.
saw the last Mission Impossible.
That
Oh
movie
no!
was
When it was like you were just talking in tongues when you guys were describing whatever the fuck you were describing of Tom Cruise sitting there. You're like, oh, this happens, but then Tom Cruise sitting there, already did it all. I'm like, well, all right. Anyways, back to Garaka.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed that little thing. Let's talk about Garaka. Right now,
Garaka.
all right. He's got horns. They were taken away, but they're back.
Oh my god! For a second, I thought you were referring to the person that wrote the question.
No. That was
Galvatron.
Gavataris.
Galvatron.
Gavataris. Very different people.
Garaka, Galvatars.
Garaka wrote him, we'd have some problems here. You know what I mean? We're not on the same page.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Be good for your CPU though, because it would be all cold.
We do that ice effect. I like that a lot. Yeah. So what I've been noodling here is my pitch for a Ghostbusters movie.
Let's hear it.
I think they
Guys,
should let you
it's
write
good.
one.
It's good because you like it because it's different than everything else, and it's what I want, which is the smaller thing, right? So we're gonna set this one in the suburbs.
Everybody, close your eyes.
All right. I don't know what suburb, but we could be outside of Chicago. We could be outside of we could be in the Bay Area, but we're somewhere else, right?
Round Rock,
Ghostbusting.
Texas.
Sure, Round Rock, Texas. We've gone from, ghostbusting in Manhattan, right? It's finally blown up. They've started franchises, yada, yada, yada. We are basically a 2 to 3 person Ghostbusters in a strip mall in the suburbs of whatever big city, right?
Next to a
And
GameStop.
jack shit is happening. I'm seeing Adam Brody as our lead Ghostbuster in this
Oh.
one, right?
Tell you
Just
what.
tapping the phone with the pen, blah, blah. And what happens basically is the only business they're getting is we're going way more towards comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is, of course, everything that's happened over the last 40 years of ghosts, right? So the fucking Statue of Liberty walking, a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, freezing of Manhattan has, of course, terrorized children. And so basically what parents do in this sleepy suburb is call the Ghostbusters to come to the house to prove there's no ghosts in the house so the kids can
that's
sleep
smart.
and
Like a
whatever,
Monsters
right?
Inc. sort of thing.
Sort of like
vibe?
the beginning of 2 where they have to go to the birthday party and like.
Well, that's just them birthday partying. But
Sure.
yes, this is very
But it's
much
similar,
like,
like they're being used
sweeps
in
and be
the
like, we got
ungoverned.
it, everything's okay, blah, blah, blah. And the parents giving them some money, right, as they leave or whatever. And then what it is what I was talking a little bit about it before, right, is that they go to one and wait,
Shit
like
pops off.
it actually is like, and I basically
Yeah.
want it to be the movie Poltergeist, but with these bumbling Ghostbusters that are in, like, again, I think across the country, a sleepy Arizona suburb outside of Scottsdale. Maybe they're in Scottsdale, right? But it's like they're so far away they can't get help from the main office. They've never actually had a challenge, and now they are stuck in this poltergeist house. Doing
I
this
feel
whole
like
thing.
we could make this movie. That doesn't sound that hard
yeah,
or expensive.
I think
Well,
Roger's good at
movies
After
are always
Effects.
expensive, aren't they?
I think
Yeah.
you bringing up like going more towards a comedy angle. Like
Can we
I
get
saw a
Adam
great
Brody cheap.
Sorry, you're right. That is a problem.
I saw a great
Got
tweet
Andy.
about like
Andy Brody.
wanting Ghostbusters just to be comedians riffing, which is what I loved the most about part 1 and 2.
That's what we got in 2016.
That was a little
But
too
like,
loose.
here's the thing: Bill Hader, Ryan Gosling, throw in a couple of other comedians. I think we're in a. I know Ryan Gosling's not a comedian, but he's been so
He's
funny.
funny. No,
lately.
he's funny.
He's
No,
been
no,
like the perfect sort of vibe
He's a
for like
comedian.
Can we
want
do
to.
Cena?
Huh?
John Cena? Because I feel like he has the right kind of energy.
He's got
I mean,
chops.
his comedic acting is excellent.
I like where we're going with this. I have a different pitch though. We take Ryan Gosling, and he is a stuntman.
Yeah.
All right. Love it.
Oh,
This movie looks fucking incredible.
Fall Guy.
Come on.
I heard it's amazing.
It looks awesome.
Everybody's saying that it's very,
It's
very
such
damn
an
good.
odd. You guys, it's such an odd choice to revamp a franchise, I guess a brand. Because did you ever watch The Fall Guy back in the day?
I did not
I think
know
it was
that.
a little before our time too, but it used to be a show.
Wow,
That
this
was
is
the
like
concept of the
21
show.
Jump Street.
Yeah, it's
I
exactly.
think we have a 21 Jump Street on our hands.
I was sitting
they could
outside of
work.
I was getting food over the weekend, and I heard some dad explaining this to his son, and the kid was like the video game? And he's like, no, not. It's not a
Fall
video
Guys.
game.
No, buddy, they stole that title a whole long time ago. No, the Fall Guy looks phenomenal. But I was watching a review of Frozen Empire, and they were talking about how they were like similar to some of the criticisms I think we had, where it was like it was too much of a good thing, and there was too many good elements to like use kind of properly, right?
Yeah.
You pair that back, and they were talking about like if you have given the whole cast of Ghostbusters that we saw right at the end there, where they're all holding the proton packs, and there's like 18 of them or whatever. You get 3. Pick your 3. And that's your Ghostbusters. Like, how do you take all of them and like you recruit 3 and like make that into your ideal Ghostbusters movie? And one of the things they were talking about was they're like, you got Paul Rudd, you got Kumail Nanjiani, you got Patton Oswalt, Ghostbusters. That's a great Ghostbusters movie. You got the 3 kids. That's a great Ghostbusters movie, right?
Yeah.
It was interesting. I was like, oh, that would be kind of fun to see though, to do that mind
another
canon
good
and
Ghostbusters
do
movie.
that.
The movie Hot Rod with ghosts. It's just the cast of
Cool
Hot
beans.
Rod.
Cool beans.
It's
Andy
Bill.
Samberg.
It's Bill Hader. It's Andy Samberg. It's Yorma, that little guy.
What's her name?
friend.
Isla.
Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher was in it, yeah. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently.
Oh yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I've watched it all the way through. I think twice
Finger
now.
on the pulse.
I mean, it's back on Netflix.
It's good to have.
Here's the
Put it
problem: is
on,
Netflix
jump
is
through.
getting all
You
these
can't
shows.
shit
again.
on him for Monk and then not swing on the Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Well,
I think I
Brooklyn
can
Nine-Nine's
though.
all
I think those are different.
I think I can though, because like
it's a different caliber.
because
show.
I equate putting on Brooklyn Nine-Nine like putting on The Office,
Yeah, exactly.
or Parks and Rec. It's just
Or
a show
Psych,
to have
or
on
Suits, or Monk.
every once in a while.
Suits and Monk are definitively in the same category.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both on the USA Network. Right?
Psych,
That's all it
Suits,
takes.
Monk. All
It's mixed
white
in there
collar,
with the headphones
whatever.
on going. That's hot. Did you know he revealed the truth to me?
I finally copped to it.
I don't remember.
And he caught me watching Suits, and I was
Yeah.
like, "That's hot." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, there was just a plot point that
They
was
were wearing
cool,
a
but-"
suit, is what
I was like,
told
"He was
me.
wearing a Tom Ford suit or something like that." But I was watching the scene where they were banging in the library.
He finally admitted this to me. Like, out of nowhere, he was like, I'd like to be honest with you, but that time that I said that's hot, it wasn't just a person wearing a suit. It was
You know,
like,
sometimes honesty is not the best
I'll be honest with
policy.
you, though, it was like because there's a lot of ass grabbing in it on both sides.
Nice.
It's like he's grabbing her butt, she's grabbing his butt. There's the thing where he puts her up against the stacks. And you know, this is the time. This is when you could have office romances because people didn't know they were inappropriate back then.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
we
of
know.
course, of course.
Now we know better,
Yeah.
right? You and I can't be just coming all over the place with our invisible sperm.
Thanks,
this
Obama.
Suits wasn't,
Thanks, Biden.
Suits wasn't made in the 80s.
No, but it's funny. It was made in 2010. It might as well have been the 80s. You go back and watch some of these shows, like even Monk. I was like, there's shit in Monk that I'm like, there's no way we'd have this character
Yeah.
ever. It's just so stupid, but
That made me laugh a lot when he like just copped to this. It's like, there
Ass
wasn't ever
grabbing.
there wasn't further investigation into it, Tim. He's
He's like, I've been able to sleep in a year because I lied to you once, Andy, about what
like
was
the law.
hot. It wasn't
I
the
don't like the
suit. It was the ass grabbing.
see it when it
Which
come
episode was this? I'll watch it.
Nah, fuck it. First season.
I gotta watch the
find
whole
it for
first
you.
season to find it. Okay.
No, you can Google it. I'll find it for you. I'm
That's
pretty
bad.
sure there's
Find it for you.
because they had just had those two had chemistry.
Who was
man.
it?
It was Meghan Merkel and the lead actor.
Oh, okay.
Who's I can never remember this guy's name. The
You know,
lead
she married somebody, Harry.
She did marry Harry.
They had a series too.
Yeah, they had a podcast.
Harry and Meghan. I don't watch podcasts. I listen. You know what I mean?
You listen to the podcast?
No, I didn't. I watched the show. It was sad. Strange from his family. You know?
I mean, the whole situation was no good.
Yeah.
The Royals are they're fucked up.
Yeah.
Jacek says Will Forte is a Ghostbuster, please. Hey man.
Here's my
put Will
only
Forte in
thing.
more things.
My
Will
only
Forte.
thing is
Will
I feel
Forte's
like a
too
lot of
Forte.
the people
Matt
we're
TV?
calling out to be in this are old. And I don't mean like
Yes.
old, like ancient, but I mean older. Like who's hot on SNL now? I don't even know.
Nah, we don't
Women
need whoever's hot now.
No, that's Will Forte.
And
was
don't get me wrong.
SNL.
I mean, I'm
You're
calling
thinking,
out Adam Brody, so it's not like I'm calling out like fucking
Will Sasso.
new people. Oh, Will Sasso, the lemon guy, Mad TV. Get the Mad TV crew together. Give them the Ghostbusters license. Let them go for a bit.
Yes.
remember
you
when
know
Will-
what? Yes.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Let's
Gee,
get
but-
Deborah Wilson.
Deborah Wilson
Let's
out
get
there.
Lamar.
Yep.
What was his name? Guy who he voiced Vamp.
Oh,
I would say
I don't
Odom.
know.
No.
No, Lamar Odom's a basketball player. He married Khloe Kardashian for a hot second.
Thank you.
Bobby
thank
Lee.
you,
You're
thank
thinking
you.
you're not. It's not Lamar.
Will-
it's fuck. Will
Phil
Sasso,
Lamar.
Bobby
Phil
Lee.
Lamar.
Phil Lamar.
And then who's the white guy?
Will
It was
Sasso.
Stewart.
Oh,
Who do
wow.
you-
Michael McDonald.
He was
people
Michael
were saying.
McDonald. No.
Who do you hate,
No, that's not
Stuart?
it.
The world.
He was there, Will Ferrell. You know?
Mad
He
TV.
He was in Halloween recently. The most recent Halloween movie.
Yeah,
Or
it's
maybe
Michael
two
McDonald.
Halloween movies ago.
That's
Halloween
Michael
Kill.
McDonald. He's
Michael
also
McDonald.
in the Heat.
Yeah.
He gave up somewhere back in long ago.
Different person. Wouldn't that blow your mind if it was the same guy?
It'd be
He's just like, I'm going to
amazing.
take a break from making banger music to go on Mad TV. How long did that last? 2 seasons?
Mad TV.
Mad TV?
Was it forever?
Way
No,
longer.
was
way
it like?
longer.
Is it still going in some form? Like,
I have no idea.
I would not be surprised. I didn't know.
I was never a Mad TV guy. I was an SNL guy, and then I was just firmly on the In Living Color bandwagon. If you were like anything's better than Living Color, I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking fight you right now.
How long did Living Color go for though? Because
Like,
Mad
maybe
TV
3 seasons.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know. I
Mad
don't think it was
TV
very
came in
long.
and filled that void eventually.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do. Let's see what Kevin's got here.
Mad
It went
TV,
from
Jesus,
Shut the front
1995
door.
to 2016, according
Wow.
to IMDb's little thing.
Oh, Alex Borstein came from Mad TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fucking badass.
Alpina.
Alpina. That's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking Marvelous Miss Maisel starring Tony Shalhoub from Monk.
Stop the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is when the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each coming to talk to you about whatever it is they want to talk about. If you want to support us, of course, you can go get that Kind of Funny membership on Patreon or YouTube. $10 gets you each and every episode of this show ad-free, all of our shows ad-free, the ability to watch us record this podcast live as we recorded, and the ability to watch the other afternoon podcasts live as we record them. Of course, you'd also get the multimedia daily experience known as Gregway. That is so good. Andy shit his pants the other day.
I did.
Oh, I geeky my jeans.
If you have no bucks tossed our way, no big
I
deal.
get
You
to
get the
stay
Kind of
up.
Funny podcast each and every week on youtube.com/Kind of Funny podcast services around the globe.
And if I may, please watch out for clear sperm. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
An
It soon
epidemic.
will be. May 11th, I start. Krakatoa. You know what I
Kingdom
mean
come,
over
Andy.
here?
Krakatoa. Krakatoa, Andy.
You know what I mean.
I know
You know what I
exactly what you mean,
mean.
brother.
Eruption. You know what I
Is
mean.
it Pompeii?